Are you frustrated with miscommunication within your team and endless email threads? Learn how a communication plan can bring order to chaos and propel your project forward. Hi, entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. Welcome to the StarterCookie channel. My name is Brianna and I'm the project manager here at StarterCookie. Today, I'm going to share how to create a communication plan in project management. Over the years, I've run thousands of successful projects from beginning to end, and the most important key factor in their success was a successful communication plan. In this short video, you will learn how to set the foundation of your communication plan, some do's and don'ts about picking the correct communication platform for your team, and how to integrate this plan into a cohesive schedule. By the end of this video, you will have the recipe for a successful communication plan in project management. So let's get started. Setting the foundation. Every successful project starts with a solid foundation. In project management, this foundation is a communication plan. The communication plan is like a game time strategy for sharing information. It solidifies who needs to know what, when, and how they will find out. And it makes sure everyone is on the same page and no important information gets missed. To create your communication plan, your first priority is to identify your project stakeholders. Who are the key players in your project that need to be informed? Your team members, investors, customer service agents, and customers are just a few of the people to consider. Once you've identified your stakeholders, it's time to figure out the purpose of your communication plan. What information is it that you need to relay? Are you looking to inform, persuade, or collaborate? Identifying your communication plan's purpose will guide you to your communication strategy. Now that we have a solid foundation, it's time to combine the elements of your communication plan. In project management, effective communication channels are vital. Consider using a mix of channels such as meetings, communication platforms such as Microsoft Teams or Slack, and project management software such as Asana or Monday. It's important to identify which platforms are best for which kinds of communication. We would love to hear what kind of communication platforms you use in your business. Leave us a comment below. At StarterCookie, we use a variety of different communication platforms depending on what we're trying to communicate. We've decided to steer clear of using email for internal communication. We find that this helps us maintain a streamlined way of communicating and working in the same direction. Instead, we use platforms like Slack to communicate within the team and inform everybody of a change in a project. We use Asana for project management or anything task related, and we use meetings to brainstorm and strategize. Various communication channels blend to create a cohesive communication strategy. Now, I'd love to go over a few best practices to keep in mind when choosing your communication platforms. I read an amazing line in the book Come Up for Air by Nick Sonnenberg. In the book, it says, "Email is just an external to-do list that other people can add to." Now think about that for a minute. In its most basic form, email is a tool that lets other people add things to your plate without your consent. That's why I said before, here at StarterCookie, we only use email for external communication, meaning only communication for people outside of your team. That way, all of our internal to-dos live in a work management software like Asana, and we're not distracted by to-dos all over the place. I find a lot of people wonder, what's the big deal with internal communication platforms? At a high level, they help you organize conversations by topic. They have third-party integrations that eliminate distractions, and they have conversation histories that lets anyone on the team get up to date on what they need to know when. At StarterCookie, we have channels for different launches, for different teams, so all of our conversations stay organized, on topic, and easily accessible to everyone. We've all been there, sitting in a long meeting that you're not really sure why you're in, where someone is rattling off a bunch of information you could have read before, and the meeting's gone on way too long. Meetings are an incredible tool that are often misused. So before scheduling a meeting, ask yourself these questions. Does this really need to be a meeting? Can I relay this information to the team in a different way? Does it really need to be this long? At StarterCookie, we strive to keep our meetings 20 or 50 minutes long. That way, if people are in back-to-back meetings, they get a break in between. Do all these people need to be in the meeting? Who needs to actually be on the meeting? And who could just watch the recording or read the notes afterwards? Is there a way pre-work can be done and distributed in advance? Pre-work is a great way to make sure that everyone is prepared for the meeting and that awkward silence doesn't happen when you bring a topic up. Work or project management tools like Asana or Monday. Have you ever let a task fall through the cracks or even got to your computer and didn't know where to start? At StarterCookie, we have a saying, if it's not in Asana, it didn't happen. Work management tools like Asana are essential to make sure that your team knows what needs to be done and when it needs to happen. In another video, I go over how to create a work breakdown structure in project management, where I talk about Asana and work project management tools a little bit more in detail. Go to our channel to check that video out. But to stay on topic here, work management platforms such as Asana are essential to keep communication about a project or tasks relating to it in one place. Step 3, creating the schedule. Once you've combined the elements of your preferred communication platforms, it's time to activate your plan. This means putting your plan in action and creating a communication schedule. Ask yourself, how often does the team need to be updated? How often do you need to meet? Depending on the project, this could be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You can tailor this to the needs of your specific project or team. Keep in mind that an effective schedule should be consistent. Any alterations from the plan could derail your outcome. So create a plan and stick to it. But as we say at StarterCookie, we are always in beta. Try the plan out, and if it doesn't work, tweak it. We like to have regular communication plan check-ins here at StarterCookie so that we can see what's working, what's not working, and shift from there. Now let's recap our recipe for a communication plan in project management. Step 1, set the foundation. Step 2, pick your communication platforms. Step 3, create your schedule and stick to it. And there you have it, a perfect recipe for a communication plan in project management. At StarterCookie, we believe that all well-executed projects bring satisfaction. So go ahead, create your communication plan and let your entrepreneurial venture rise to perfection. Craving more insights? Hit the subscribe button and like this video for more entrepreneurial tips and business recipes.